And how is it going, everyone? Welcome to more Metropolis Street Racer, and today's actually gonna be the last stream that I play this game, no matter what. I mean, it's definitely gonna be enough to finish properly. Well, it should be enough, but yeah. Also, yeah, I think this is the time frame that I wanted, because I modified the time, the in-game time, I mean, because of one special event, that is this one, that has a very specific time frame. Yeah, that one. I basically need to nail this on the first try, or second, not more than that. So we will try to do that. I don't know if I should increase the points or what. I don't know if it's gonna be a good idea. I mean, I supposedly have the best car here, but I don't know. I think I'm gonna leave it at 30 and just play the choker. Problem is not getting too many penalties, which I'm most likely gonna get, but let's try for that to not be the case. But yeah, it should be the last stream. No, it will be the last stream. Again, no matter what happens, it will be the last stream of this game. Don't worry about it. It ends today. Wonder how my car is gonna compare to my opponents, because depending on how it compares, I can raise the points a little bit more. Well, a little bit too late, cause I already played the choker card, but it's gonna be fine. Also, this thing drives a lot smoother than I remember. Well, not like I used it too much yesterday, but the little that I used it didn't seem to be this smooth, but it's actually super smooth. If I can get a trick on every single corner, I don't think the skill points are gonna be necessary in the first place. So let's try not to get too many penalties, if that's possible. Nice. I'm also glad that I left these last chapters for today, because I mean, I definitely needed the energy that I got from sleeping well, so today was a very energetic day, I guess. I didn't need to use a bunch of my energy, so it was the good decision. Well, I will say that it's always a good decision to sleep well. No matter what, sleep well will always be the best decision. Like, I'm literally getting a trick in every corner, no choke or exaggeration. Every single corner is a trick. Holy fuck. I'm not really abusing ABS at all. That's probably why. I might get a penalty here because I'm definitely crushing this guy. Or not. Right, maybe not. Maybe I exaggerated. It does seem like this game, like, I think the rubber banding that I was saying yesterday, it appears in every championship, not just in that particular last championship against the GTR, but also in championships like this one. Like, it just seems that championships equal rubber banding for this game. At least that's the impression that it gave me. If that is truly the case or not, I'm not 100% sure, but it does feel that way. Because these cars shouldn't be... Well, I mean, it's not like they shouldn't be faster, but they are fast in a way that doesn't really make too much sense. Because it just doesn't add up when you overtake them, right? It's like, sure, you overtake me that easily, but I shouldn't be able to overtake you that easily. And no, slipstream doesn't play a role. Because yeah, that's one thing that could happen, you know, how... Well, that's the first penalty, damn it. You know how in real life there is this thing called slipstream, which means that the cars behind you go faster because they are... well, you are blocking the... Well, something about air suction and shit. I don't know how to explain it. Point is that the cars behind another car go faster, but I'm pretty sure it's not that defined in this game to be like this. I mean, sometimes they are going faster even when they are not necessarily behind me. I mean, they are behind me, but not line up to get the slipstream, you know. Like, for example, here, that Supra on the left doesn't have slipstream. Oh wait, well, that's not a Supra, but whatever. Point is that that car doesn't have slipstream and it's going faster than me when it really shouldn't be going that fast. Because it's not faster than me, and it's also, I mean, not faster than my car. And it also, there wasn't that much of a difference in the exit of the corner. I can't believe this asshole is gonna win this. How annoying. Piece of shit. Unbelievable. It's very annoying when these assholes win just because of their shitty ass rubber banding. But yeah, I think it applies to every championship, but it doesn't seem to apply to other racing modes, I think. At least not to one-on-ones. Like, all the one-on-ones that I play don't seem to apply rubber banding. Oh wait, this is London, isn't it? So, the reason why it looks this weird is because it's technically not full nighttime yet, because of the time modification that I did. So, it's basically London, but without the lights. So it actually looks the worst possible, because it's dark, but nothing is lit up. Yeah, it's a very bad combination. Like, dark enough to kinda cloud your vision, but not dark enough to trigger the street lights. Yeah, that's probably the worst time frame for London. As if the London tracks needed to be any harder than they already are. We add another layer of difficulty. That's fine though. It's a very short track. What is the logic though for doing such a long race like the first one and then such a short one? Like, make up your mind. Oh, wet. Well, at least the street looks easy. The street. The road. Well, the road that is a street. It's called Metropolis Street Racer for a reason. You know? So it's wet. It kinda looks like there is fog, but it's not foggy.
Fasten your seatbelts, guys. This is Red Line from...
That's weird. Maybe wet makes it a little bit foggy, I don't know. Well, it makes sense. I mean, usually when there is a lot of humidity, that's, well, mist already is basically humidity. It's a pretty cool phenomenon. I mean, Mist is pretty much something similar to having the clouds at the ground level. You know, it's very, very cool. I mean, it's a little bit annoying, and for those people that have issues with breathing, it's even worse. Oh fuck, why did I thought it was straight? But yeah, it's pretty cool to be in the middle of the mist. Also, it's not something that I will recommend if you are the kind of person that, you know, has issues in the bones. So humidity is gonna fuck you up even more than you already are. But it's pretty cool whenever there is mist. Damn it, these fucking corners, okay. There's only one more left. Something that I gotta say is that this skyline doesn't seem that, well, at least not as good as the Supra in terms of acceleration. It seems that the Supra might be one of the best cars in this game when it comes to acceleration. I mean, really the only problem with the Supra is that it was very hard to handle. That's the biggest issue that that car has. Everything else is perfect with the Supra. Very fast, I mean very high top speed. As I say, good acceleration. And even if it was hard to avoid oversteering, it wasn't, like it didn't understeer. So there is that. I'm looking down because I want to see, like, I accidentally spit and I don't know where it landed. It's like it disappeared. Whatever. Misty. Okay, now we have actual mist. In Tokyo. I remember there was one time that I was in the middle of the beach. And there was mist. And it looks so cool. So you could see the sand and you could see a portion of the sea, but not much more. So it was a very unique scenery. You also couldn't see almost anyone else. Like they had to be very close to you for you to see them. It was super cool. But mist is not that common here. Well, I will say that mist is not that common anywhere, but I don't know. Maybe there is a specific place in the world where mist is common. I don't know. I know that here it might be something like once every 2 months, maybe. So definitely not common. So in this game is super common. The amount of misty races there's been seems to be quite high. Can I overtake this Supra? I don't think it really matters. Even if I get second place, I will still get the required points. I had to get a penalty right at the end, god damn it. Also, there is a trick in this game, because I've been investigating what secrets this game has. So, if you slide right before the finish line, it counts as a trick for the end of that race, but also counts as a trick for the start of the next race. Like, as you can see right there. So I actually did it there. And when you go through the finish line by doing a trick, you get 3 trick points on the start of the next one. Pretty interesting. I thought it was only like a visual bug, but it seems like it also counts for points. What the hell is this corner? Damn, London is way shittier without the lights. I really can't see shit. Though, I don't know why. I mean, according to the game, it's supposed to be 10 PM in London. Don't you think that 10 PM is late enough to turn on the lights? Like, what, are you trying to save on... to save electricity? I mean... Come on, bro. This... A corner like that is gonna make me suffer so much. Well, again, I don't need to worry about getting first or anything here. I probably should worry about not getting penalties, but that's the issue. When you have a car in front of you, the chances of getting penalties is very, very high. That's the problem. Okay, Cleo, you wanna win the race, you'll win the race. But you gotta promise me that you're gonna be fast. And that was terrible. That corner is absolute garbage. Yeah, go for it, Cleo. It's the only race you're gonna win. So enjoy it. It also might be possible that this, since it requires the skyline to get the special reward, this might be either a cheat to unlock or a bonus car. Like, there are some cars, well, there is a car that I actually spoiled myself that is one of these special cars. Well, some also call them cheat cars. That is it's a taxi. They call it British cab. But yeah, it's a British taxi, basically. But yeah, those are the kind of cars you can expect as bonus cars. Alright. But is it gonna be enough, though? I mean, I got a lot of style points, and I also have the Joker card to back me up. Yeah, I don't think the penalties are gonna be a problem here. Holy shit, that's a lot of style points. Yeah, 10. Yeah, I will say that I got the objective by quite a fucking lot. Holy fuck. There is a new cheat mode. I wonder what. You can actually see it. There is a... It was in options, right? The cheat menu, yeah. Grass? What you mean by grass? How is this a cheat? Grass? I mean, I don't want to enable the cheats yet, though. Because I want to first, like, finish the chapters regularly. And then once I go back to those challenges, since I already did them, I don't mind. But yeah, that doesn't seem like a cheat though. Grass. Like, isn't it a graphic option? Like, it's gonna enable grass in the background or something? I don't know.
Time for a few shouts now, starting with Jason and all the boys at Super Autos in Hackney, Trisha, Sam and Lisa in Tottenham, and all
Wait,
of the
why
elite
does this
posse.
look... For some reason this looks
Experience the premise.
brighter, and this is also London, by the way.
State-of-the-art audio.
Why does it look brighter than
120
before? It
TV
doesn't
screens,
make
bars,
any
and a great
sense.
restaurant.
Is it because it's wet and the pseudo mist makes it look brighter? Because here I can actually see better. That's very weird. Also, it seems that, you know, the very last championship where you race against 3 skylines, apparently right there, I didn't get the special reward, and apparently the special reward, well, according to a guide, it says that it said open all cheat, but I don't know if it meant that it unlocks every cheat or if there is a cheat called open all, because it would be very weird if it unlocked every cheat, considering that the cheats are only unlocked by the skyline. Why will you allow me to unlock every cheat before even giving me the opportunity to start unlocking them, right? Like, that doesn't make any sense. So maybe it's a specific cheat that is called open all. Now, what will a cheat called open all does? I don't know. But apparently it opens all. Well, either that or the guy was an ESL and he meant to say unlocks all cheats. Because I mean, you know that this frequent asked question guides, also known as fucks, these fucks are usually made by people from all around the world, you know. And I'm pretty sure that guide was as old as this game. Like, it was made a couple months after the game release. So, that's some dedication. I don't know if there are people that are that committed to do that nowadays. I mean, there are the wikis which kinda replace the fucks, depending on the game though. But yeah, it's insane. Like, it was a guide from 2001. And I mean, internet existed back there, so it definitely was uploaded by someone and also used by some other people back then. It's crazy to me to think that internet existed in 2001, because here it basically was not really a thing unless you were rich or whatever. But in the USA it was a thing. And on other more advanced countries also was a thing. But not here. Not at least widespread. Okay, another special race. Against 2 cars. SV8, I don't know what that is, but I'm gonna... Should I play Choker? First and Choker? Let's play Choker, fuck it. I mean, I already beat the game. What am I gonna save the Chokers for? Shoving up my ass? Right, like, they have no purpose. Well, sure, they do have a purpose in unlocking the other special rewards, but... I mean, funnily enough, some of those other special rewards are also Choker cards. So I don't think we need to worry about wasting them. Well, besides, there is also an unlockable cheat where it allows you to give yourself unlimited Choker cards, so... Shouldn't be a problem. There is also a cheat for the time of the day. I don't know why. Why will there be a cheat for the time of the day? I mean, you can change that regularly when you open the game, you know. It's not like you even need to change the console configuration. Maybe the cheat is there so you don't need to reset the game every time you wanna set it. But in that case, it shouldn't be called a cheat. I mean, that should have been an option available from the start. I mean, why would I need to reset the game just to set an option that the game allows you to set normally, right? It's stupid. But you know, this game has a lot of very stupid things like that. A lot of things that should be there are not there. A lot of things that shouldn't be there are there. I mean, this has to be one of the only games where getting rid of a car costs you money. Well, in this case, money will be the kudos system. But like, in what other fucking game when you remove something, especially a racing game, you remove a car from your garage and you lose the currency that you're using? Like, who the fuck was stupid enough to think that? I mean, it's sure, in a game where cars don't cost anything, I guess, but even then, it's just stupid. Like, I'm already losing the car, what else you want me to lose? Want me to lose my pants too? Like, what's your problem? I also need to win this race, because I put first place. I'm not gonna get first place if these guys are first place. Obviously. I don't know what this car is though, like which brand it is. It's called, the model is SB8, but I really don't know where it comes from. Maybe you unlock the car by getting the special reward here. Because I don't think I mean, that's not a car you unlock regularly, so I mean, it has to be unlocked somewhere. The question is if it is unlocked on this event or in another event. I want to unlock one of those crazy cars. I mean, once I'm done with chapter 23 and 24, I'm actually gonna try to unlock the special rewards that require this car that I'm using to unlock. And once I do that, you should see a lot of crazy ass cars. Well, as long as I get lucky enough to pick the precise event that unlocks those cars. Because for all I know, I can unlock cheats and nothing more than cheats. The question is if the so-called cheat cars are actually supposed to be fast. I mean, if they call it cheat cars, I gotta assume they are fast. But then again, if showing grass apparently is considered a cheat, then I'm honestly not sure. Alright, that should be way more than enough to get this special reward, like, no shit it should. Like, it should be enough even without the choker. It is clearly enough without the choker. But just for good measure, you know. Oh wait, was that the reward? No. Oh, the Chimera. I mean, yeah, sure, why not? Thanks for the Chimera, I guess. This one doesn't have any rewards, so I'm just gonna use whatever. Wait, is this the right one? Wait, wasn't this the same? Oh yeah, it is the right one. Oh, I already did this. Guess I just did something similar. Whatever. Yeah, I don't know about that Chimera car. It looks so shitty. I just don't like it.
そういえば J-Mix のウェブサイトご存知ですか？あるんですよ。アドレスは www.j-mix.net ぜひください。すべてのとか J-Mix ではどんなことをやっているのかとか、さらには
Doesn't matter what car you use, that Japanese corner
ショッピングまでできるなんて
is still
チェックするしかないです
fucked
よ。
up.
Check it out. じゃあ次はジャズファンクなんていかが
That
ですか？
corner
Intuition の State of Mind をお届けしましょう。
is just the worst. Oh, well, that was a good corner. So I went a lot slower than I could have. I wish these races weren't this long. Like, come on. The thing is that the races, I think, depend. Like, I feel like the races also have the same thing that the tournament has, which is rubber banding. I think that only the one-on-ones are the ones that don't have rubber banding. So at that point, there is only one lap that matters, that is the last one. So I could understand something like 3 laps, because you will get 1 lap to see the track for the first time, another lap to practice it, and the 3rd lap to perform properly. But 5 laps, what's the point? At that point you're just waiting for the last lap to come so you can win. You know? There wasn't rubber banding, obviously more laps will make sense, because that will mean that someone that is really fast can get a very big advantage, which also means that it could happen with a CPU. If a CPU is a lot faster than you, like, you either block or you say goodbye. Get fucked. I wonder how hard the championship on chapter 24 is gonna be. Hopefully not too hard. Because you never know. Since it's technically the last normal championship, since the championship in chapter 25 is not really what I would consider normal.
それに答えてぜひ当ててください。
So it might be difficult and long. I especially expect it to be long. Like something like, I mean, 5 races for sure. Maybe even 6. I'm not even sure. And I expect them to have 5 laps each. Hopefully that's not the case, but that's what it most likely will be the case. They are all so close. if I fuck up one of the last corners, I will actually lose. That almost goes very badly. I also didn't really pay that much attention to the guys that I read outside of wanting to know what some things do, but I didn't really see some like I feel that more guides for this game should mention the fact that skill points after you obtain cars that are not garbage. Oh shit, the Lancer Evo for the first time. Nice. But yeah, once you get rid of the garbage cars from the beginning, skill points are almost irrelevant. It's all about style points. Because almost every car can manage to do a trick in every corner. It's only the shitty cars from the beginning that cannot do it. And maybe they can actually do it, but I didn't try hard enough probably. But I mean, I don't know, because I remember using the Mazda Miata and the Renault Megane, and I only got tricks when I really exaggerated my steering, and by that point I pretty much was kissing the wall. But as long as I got the Alfa Romeo Spider, that's when every single corner was a trick without really sacrificing that much of the corner, really. Like, I could do the corner fast and also get style points. And ever since that car, all of the cars that I got afterwards, obviously including this one, are basically free style points for every corner. So I don't know how that's not mentioned more in guides, or maybe it is mentioned and I didn't read it. But I did read that at some point there was a guy saying that if you modify the objective you get more skill points, which is true, but I feel like that's not even worth mentioning, because it's so not worth it to reduce the threshold of an event when the reward is so shitty compared to how easily you can get style points, you know? A car hard crashed into one of the corners and barely can get out. Oops. I kinda want to see how Tokyo and San Francisco are at night, because I haven't seen it. Well, I also kinda want to see how London is at daytime, but with one of those previous events I pretty much seen how it is at daytime.
アースバーンの最新シングル「クラブパリー」は今ヨーロッパ中で大受けしているということです。
For the best dance music around, this is Tokyo 102.
今週の土曜の夜、六本木のブルールームで DJ やります。ガレージ、テクノ、トランスに興味のある人はぜひ見に来てください。かなりテンション上がりっぱなしの夜になりそうだから、もし近くにいたら顔を出してみてくださいね。夜11時から始まります。では続いてインフィニティのパッション、まずは聞いてみてください。
It's insane the difference between me, the Lancer Evo, and the other two morons. Look how far they are. I mean, they are pretty much like half the track. There's basically half a track of distance between us. Also, the Lancer Evo definitely seems like it can maintain a fight. Well, it makes sense. The Lancer Evo is supposed to be the last car you unlock before this one. So it's supposed to be the best car with the exception of this one. I will assume that this Skyline will kind of be considered a cheat car. I mean, not really. I mean, the cheat cars are supposed to be shokes. This is a regular car. But it just seems that it's way better than every other car. I mean, I haven't tried the Lancer Evo, but it just seems way better. I don't know why the other two are going so slow. I think that they got bugged and they never recover. Or rather, they recover, but it seems like they are... I don't know. They are doing weird shit. Maybe they are smooching each other and they don't want to be bothered. Oh, I respect their privacy. Oh, another funny thing is that they are almost the same color, just like me and this Lancer Evo. In fact, I think that me and this Lancer Evo, wow, overtaken in the last corner. I think we are the same color with the Lancer Evo. And that was crazy. I was second all the time, and I overtook him right at the end. Just like that. There is the Mazda RX-7 unlock. Pretty cool. Alright, so now the final chapter. The sub-final chapter, but the last one to unlock. The Lancer Evo. I already completed the first... the first event with a negative kudos. Pretty nice. So let's do the rest. Let's do the rest. And with this I can choose basically at least be, you know, rest assured that that the game by my standards is fully beaten, because I have beaten every single event the game has to offer. I'm still obviously gonna try to unlock some of those special rewards, but I don't really care for getting all of them. I mean, if I can somehow get all of them today, that's great, but I'm not really gonna bother if that's not the case. Yeah. That reminds me that the first time I streamed this, well, it reminds me it happened a week and a half ago. It reminds me that I was like, this shit is so hard because the first cars are so shitty that it makes you feel like the whole game is extremely hard. When in reality it's just that the cars are ass and the kudos system is also ass. So I kinda felt that dim. Am I really gonna abandon this game? I don't wanna abandon this game. But thankfully I didn't. Oh, this is average lap. Getting a timing like that on the first lap is not a very good signal. Holy fuck. 3 seconds? Well, 2.5 technically. mean, I know that there was one corner that I really fucked up, but I wasn't expecting such a difference. It's quite a big difference. Well, there was also the chicane. I also fucked up the chicane, that is this one. This is supposed to be fast. And I did it like a regular corner. So, is that really that much faster? I mean, is it 3 seconds faster? Are you kidding me, dude? How the fuck am I supposed to get that target time? Balance. Beautiful balance, if you ask me. Fuck you. Alright. That's insane, dude. Using the best car, well, the supposedly best car in the game, and it still can't get the average, even though that's the minimum time. They just can't balance for fucking shit.
Courtesy of Millennium Travel. All you have to do is tune in to the night train from midnight tonight.
Oh,
Iceberg lettuce.
it has this corner.
Sliced Spanish
Okay.
tomatoes. And
It's a very short track, but it has the cursed corner.
bread.
The worst corner in the game.
The summer luncheon routine. Or the bit of the kebab you leave on the pavement. Diet Tango.
Will that be enough?
You need it because you're weak. Diet Tango does not allow you to eat willy-nilly.
Next up is a track from Undulator
Wait,
that features Kim
How
Rogers.
much is
and it's
one
called
track?
Am I Only
10
Dreaming?
seconds? Yeah, I can do it. That's fine. I think.
When we first got together, everything felt so right. You said you wanted to be with me. Said you wanted
Wait, maybe I'm not gonna be able to make it. I need to do 2 more laps. Well, I need to do them immaculately. If I don't do them perfectly, this is absolutely over. You know, it's actually not enough. It's actually not enough. Him. That's fucked. It's actually not enough. Ah, man. Well, on the bright side, this is the last chapter. So this shit being hard makes sense. At least. So I don't think I will blame it on the lack of balance. If anything, I will say that it is balanced. It is balanced enough to be as hard as it should be. It's still fucked up that with the supposedly best car in the game you still struggle like that. Like, it feels that if I pick the default time and the best car in the game, like, I don't know, maybe I should get it without needing to retry. Because it's not like I'm picking a super tight time, I'm picking the default one. But that's fine. I mean, it says more about the par being bullshit rather than the default being bad. Like, the default being like this is okay. But yeah, it's more like the par time is absolute horseshit. Also, how the hell? No, I didn't get a 9-second. No, never mind. I'm hallucinating. No, it seems that 11 was my fastest before, and it will be my fastest here too. Also, having traffic in a track like this is... it's kind of annoying. Kind of. Yeah, and even when I didn't get as many fuck ups as the previous attempt, it is still very tight. Like, I only have 3 seconds to spare. Nothing more. Just 3 seconds to spare. Yeah. But it's fine. Again, last chapter. Makes sense. Let's not complain about it. Well, I'm gonna try not to, but it's very tempting to complain. I mean, complaining in itself is very tempting. Wait, I want to see if there is any special challenge here. Yeah, there is one here. I want to see the time it needs. Oh, there is no time restriction. Okay. I'll do it later then. Just do it later. And my fingers, for some reason, are quite cold. I don't know exactly why. I mean, it's not particularly cold today. For some reason, my index fingers are very cold. Maybe I should wear gloves, but no. Wearing gloves while playing games is a horrible idea. You really don't want to do that. Unless you wear plastic gloves, I guess. But at that point, I mean... I don't think plastic gloves are meant to keep you warm. You're supposed to use... supposed to use something more thick. This song sucks too. And really, I gotta say that London is really the worst place in this game. Like, worse music, worse tracks, and it's just, as a coincidence, it's the night time for me, for my time zone. It's like the worst track, worst location. But it's okay. I'm sure that in real life London is lovely. Sadly, this game is not real life. Well, technically it's based on real life. But I think that anyone that will set up an urban circuit in London wouldn't do the kind of abominations this game does. I mean, this is Monaco tier of bullshit. Well, actually, that's a good question. Who was the sadistic asshole that designed Monaco? The circuit that is used for Formula. Because I'm pretty sure that, I mean, when you can design a circuit using a real street, I don't think that... I mean, you do have limitations, but you also have a lot of freedom to you know, put the obstacles and the walls wherever you want. But it seems that in Monaco case they really do it in the worst way possible. Just to fuck with the drivers. The same thing applies in this game, at least in London, and also Tokyo. Tokyo has some corners that are, well, corners and just straights that have obstacles in them. That are just nasty. But on the right side, Tokyo is it's daytime, and also the radio is pretty cool. So I'm surprised, that was a GTR, wasn't it? The car that I just overtook. Surprised that the skyline appears here as well. Really hope the last track here is actually short. So by the time I end this one, I might have around 2 minutes left. And if it's gonna be 4 laps, that means that it will have to be 30 seconds per lap, or half a minute. Yeah, there will be 2 minutes left on the clock. So there will be more. Well, it's actually gonna be less than 2. Less than 2 minutes left. Really hope the last track is one of those ovals from San Francisco that is extremely easy and short. So I'll be in trouble otherwise. Yeah, less than 2 minutes on the clock. Please give me an easy San Francisco oval. Well, that's a San Francisco track, but not necessarily an oval. And you want me to do 4 laps in this? I don't know, dude. Like, is this really 30 seconds per lap? Oh, and it's raining as well. Okay, this is gonna be a problem.
I thought it was all over right up until the end of the 4th when they sneaked in the field goal. Awesome.
Remember, it has to be less than 30 seconds per lap. If it's more, I won't be able to do it. Well, the first lap doesn't count because of the acceleration, but I don't know. It feels like it won't happen. What the fuck is this Lancer Evo doing? It's the other way, buddy. Are you stoned? Like, come on. That puts a whole new meaning on obstacle here. Oh, kind of traffic. Wait, that was actually slower? Well, if that was actually slower, I'm definitely not gonna make it. Like, I'm actually not gonna make it. Well, that kinda sucks, especially after such a long-ass event. I'm actually not making it. Why are you like this, game? Don't you think that the par according to the game was like a whole minute faster? Yeah, no, I actually won't make it. I feel disappointed, but that's such an absolute waste of fucking time. Holy fuck. What is the challenge about? Overtaking in 3 minutes? This one might be also fucked up. God damn it, dude. I hate it when there is a long event and you fail it at the end. Feels like all that time went to the garbage. Well, it did. Pretty much. So it seems that the catch here is that you have to overtake 6 cars, and all of these 6... well, all of these cars are very far apart from each other. That seems to be the simple trick. That's why there is only 6. Well, there is also 3 minutes, which usually for an overtake event like this is very low. Damn. Am I not gonna be able to do any event in this chapter? That's how it's looking like right now. U-turn. I mean, statistically, I'm not doing bad here. Because I reached the halfway point by having 3 cars overtaken, but I don't think that really matters that much. So, if you look at the minimap, the next gray car is the one that will make me beat the event. So can I reach him in 1 minute? I actually don't know. I am not sure at all. I mean, he's there, you can see it. Not the one that is right in front of me, that one is white. That will be the 5th one, but no, the one that is after that. Will I be able to take him on? I don't know. It doesn't look like it. I don't think I can make it in time. I actually don't think I can make it in time. Yeah, it doesn't seem like it. Well, yeah, it does seem like every event in this chapter is gonna be hard then. I probably could have made it in time if I hadn't crashed there. No, I still don't think so. No, I didn't mean to go to options, you fucking moron. Yeah, this is gonna be hard. This is gonna be hard. I'm using the best car in the game, by the way. Just as a fun fact to live there. Well, I guess that speaks bad about me more than the game, really. I don't know, this game is a treacherous piece of shit, really. It betrays you at any moment it can. Like, it really feels like this is another one of those games made with hate. It really feels like it. Like, I can feel the hate emanating from this game. I can feel it. It's very strong. But it's okay, game, don't worry, the feeling is mutual. There's also, in the guides that I read, there are some tips that tell you how not to lose kudos. For example, when you are about to lose an event, there is a key combination that allows you to like go back to the main menu without saving or anything like that. There is also a trick for not losing points when you are getting rid of a car, things like that. So yeah, seems that even the people back then when this game released wanted to get around the kudos system, because it is a piece of shit. It is truly a piece of shit of a system. But yeah, at least it's not that picky when you have decent cars. If it was as picky as it seemed in the beginning, I definitely wouldn't have gotten this far. Would have given up on this game like on the second day, probably. But ever since I got that Alfa Romeo Spider, everything changed. Everything. But yeah, the system is still trash, whether you can get more points or not. And why did I assume that I needed to go left there? I'm getting distracted. Now that I hear the expression aimed, it's an expression that caught up quite a lot. It's supposed to be a replacement of the verb to be, well, the negative version of the verb to be. It seems so weird, right? Aimed, because it's not even an abbreviation for what I know. Like, I think that at the beginning it was supposed to be a replacement for am not, since every other pronoun has an abbreviation for the negative verb to be, which is isn't and aren't, right? Or is not and are not, respectively. But am not doesn't have an abbreviation, so I think that that's where ain't came from. But it's weird because people use it for other pronouns as well, right? Like, you can say, I mean, in that song she say, I ain't coming back, but you could also say something like, he ain't coming back, and that will also be accepted, even though you're using a pronoun that does have an existing negative verb to be, right? You could just say isn't, but instead you say ain't. It's kind of like like making the speech more ghetto on purpose. I'm not gonna say that I'm not guilty of doing it, because I am.
次はジャズファンクなんていかがですか
But
インチュイションのステイトオブマインドをお届けしましょう
yeah, it doesn't seem to serve that much of a purpose at all. It's one of those things that I think that is just the classic aberration of a language, right? When more casual and unofficial terms actually get widespread. And the internet definitely doesn't help with that. And again, I don't mind murdering the English language. It's there for a reason. You wanted to globalize it? Well, you're gonna get globally murdered. That's fine by me. I still fuck up that corner. And that corner isn't even that bad. It's just that I feel like it's a lot faster than it is. It's actually super slow. Hello, Lancerable. Aren't you supposed to be in first place? This other guy is being faster than you. What you gotta say about that? I also am assuming that maybe this SB car that is in first place will probably be unlocked on that special event in this chapter that is right before the championship. Probably. Well, if that's the SB, or is that the Sylvia, I honestly can't tell which one that is. Let's see. Which one was that car? Oh, it was the SB8, okay. Yeah, you most likely will unlock it here. I mean, not like there are many other races where it could be unlocked, so it has to be in this one, in that one there. Probably. Damn. Another GTR. So it seems that the car really slowly makes his appearance, and finally in the last chapter it fully appears everywhere, just to assert dominance.
All you have to do is answer this simple question. Who was at #1 this week in 1990? Okay, get your thinking caps on for this one. Who was number one this week in 1990? Now, if you know the answer, call us now on 07000 777 831.
Having a rough ride? You need
I
a
wonder
rough
what
guide.
happens
London, Tokyo, San
if you
Francisco,
call
all the
to these
world's great
numbers
cities.
that
Wherever you
appear
are on planet Earth, stay on the inside
that
track with
appear
a rough
in
guide
these
from
games.
bookstores and at roughguides.com.
There are a lot of games that choose, you know, they just put phone numbers in there. I'm pretty sure that there will be some people that will try calling them. Wonder what happens if you do. Are they gonna be non-existent numbers? Are there gonna be numbers owned by the company that made the game? Are there gonna be random numbers from a random person that has nothing to do with the game? I don't know, there is many possibilities. Many possibilities. A lot of possibilities. That's very bright. Didn't really pay attention before to the lights of your car when you use the reverse camera. They blind you a little bit. It's like someone just threw a flashbang to my face. Probably shouldn't use reverse camera when there are lights like that. It's most likely not the best idea. I guess it depends on the angle. I actually don't know. No, I don't. Fuck. I don't think it depends on the angle. Like, I think that like there is a blinking effect on the light. Like, it just blinks every half a second or something like that. Yeah, I don't know exactly how it works, but it's very blinding. You really can't look at that shit for too long, or you're gonna go blind. This does a good job at representing a light. If only it was that useful at lighting up the actual path, that would be great.
We're in for a very warm night tonight as the hot weather continues. There will be a
Well,
slight breeze, but
I
the
think
temperature
there are
still going to be
buttons to
high
change the
60s.
camera. Like, we'll probably change the camera to something that, you know, to like a cockpit view, and probably with the cockpit view, the lights that the car projects maybe make more sense. But as it is right now,
80s experience.
The cars
Yes,
that
it's
the
Sarah
light
Fox's
has
Disco
are
Diva,
absolutely
playing all the funk and disco
worthless.
classics, and that's right here on 99.5 FM West Central 1. This is a track from Salford Keys, taken from their last album, and this is the title track, Live Your Life.
Another shitty ass song. I think I'm pretty convinced that the only good song in this London radio is I Still Believe. All of the other songs that I remember are fucking garbage. Like, holy shit. Really reminds me a lot to the FM radio in FIFA Street. The FM radio in FIFA Street 2 is so fucking garbage as well. And it's pretty much the same music as this, kinda. Like, you know, the kind of boring music that doesn't have any substance to it. Like slow music without any interesting lyrics. Very dull rhythm. Like, dude, like listening to this music continuously, I feel like it wants you to grab a gun and shoot it at your mouth. Like, holy fuck. Because it's not just bad, it's also depressing to listen to, right? I might as well just listen to the Funerary March. That probably is more upbeat than that garbage. Ooh, this is gonna be hard to win. Well, I'm gonna... double or nothing. Let's do it. Oh, and it's Tokyo. That's fine. I mean, at least there is clear weather. So at least that condition is fine.
Tokyo 102から新しいコンピレーションアルバムトランスダンスが出ました。一番新しいトランスやクラブの曲が盛りだくさんで、フォント1枚でかなりの時間楽しめる優れものですよ。チェックしてみてください。
500 though is a very high objective to get here. I mean, with the Shoker card I should be able to get it, but still 500? Well, it makes sense because it's the last special event before the final chapter. Wow, that was such a crash. A beautiful crash. Sadly, because of the rubber banding, these assholes are gonna catch up in no time, but that's okay. I don't particularly mind. I mean, there are 5 laps, as long as the last lap is the good one. Probably wasn't. Oh, that. Okay. I gotta be careful with that corner. That's the last corner, dude. And it's so chokeable. The last corner, and it's a corner with an obstacle right in the middle that is super easy to eat. Yeah, that's gonna be a problem. On the very last corner, dude. So many things can go wrong. I mean, if I already eat obstacles in the middle of the track, I don't want to imagine at the end of the track. I don't know if it's a better idea to take the inner side or to take the outer side there. I mean, the problem is that I need to decide. I can't be like, oh yeah, I'll say whatever. No, I need to commit to it. Need to be, I'm gonna go to the other side. So I'm gonna go longer in the turn. Or I gotta commit to say I'm gonna go short and I'm gonna brake more to be able to reach the short part, the inner part. Do I need to commit? I can, well, I don't know which one is better. It feels like it's gonna be better to go the outer side just because it's easier to... you don't need to brake that much. But it can also be a problem.
そういえば金曜日のミッドナイトアワー覚えてますか？カプリコーンの東京
I wish it was fucking 金曜日 dude.
メモの用意をお忘れなく。
Unfortunately, it's not 金曜日 today.
パッション。まずは
How was Monday calling in Japanese? I kinda forgot. Who gives a shit? I think Doyobi was Saturday. I think. Maybe not. I don't know. Wow, what the hell? I barely step on the sidewalk and my car just completely lost control. So speaking of control, I need to be in control of the race in this last lap. I can't just let it get away. This last lap cannot end the same way that that previous lap ended. I need to make an effort into not allowing that to happen. Hello? Alright, so is the Lancer Evo the one that wants to overtake here? Oh, come on. This is bad. It's not over, but... I mean, I can still get this guy in the last corner. Problem is that this last corner... I mean, I'm gonna go inside. Because he's gonna go inside. There you go. Nice. Damn, that was unexpected. If I went outside, I think he will have won that. Probably. At least I got it. I don't know how many points I'm gonna get from this, but... hopefully... well, since 500 is the objective... yeah, okay. Yeah, I think it is enough. Even without the choker, it would have been way more than enough. I don't think I need to worry about it. Holy fuck. Yeah, I pretty much have unlimited chokers at this point. So I unlock... what is this? SV... oh, the SVA. This is the SVA? Okay, so I was right. That's where you unlock it. So before I go for the championship, I should complete this shit. Problem is that it didn't seem too easy, especially this one. 110 on average on this track. That's very hard to do. I don't know if I should pick another car, but I mean, as I said before, this should be the best car in the game. So if I cannot do it with this one, I don't know.
Now, next week on Groove Party, we've got a very special K-Vibe exclusive for you. Soul Diva Dina Joseph
I also
will be
know
here in the studio
which
with me
corners
and
I
singing
should
live
do
some of the
faster
tracks from
or
the last
how.
album, Broken Moments. I just can't wait. Don't miss it. Watch out, sister. This is MC Momo, and let's get it on tonight.
Come on! Woo!
ABF player, how is it going? Yes, I got the GTR. That's because I beat the last chapter. Now I'm trying to beat the chapters that I ignore, which are basically 23 and 24. This is the 24th one. 23 I actually already beat it. I'm beating 24. It's proving to be quite difficult. But I'll try. As always. Yeah, you needed to win chapter 25 obviously in its entirety. I mean, technically this Skyline is a quote-unquote normal car, as in you unlock it by beating a chapter, which is, yeah, chapter 25. Yeah, unfortunately this chapter that I'm playing right now is hard. It has a lot of these events where getting the minimum objective is hard, even with a car like this. So yeah, I'm struggling a little bit, but we will be able to do it, I guess. Hopefully. But not like that. Maybe I should leave this one for last. This one is the hardest, it seems. I still say you should go back and get first. Yeah. No thank you. I beat chapter 25 with the Toyota Supra. Very good car, by the way. The Toyota Supra, very nice car. Hey Otzil, how is it going? Yeah, the overtaking race that requires overtaking 6 cars might be a little bit hard as well. So yeah, it's a problem. But technically this is the best car to do it with. Like, I'm pretty sure that the Supra is not gonna be better than the GTR on this. Or well, it shouldn't. Well, it also is harder to use, but... Wait, I should reset. That was a very bad start. Holy shit. Here, I also failed this one before. I failed this one even though it's like 8 minutes long, you know? Like 8 minutes and a half and I still failed it. I still can't believe the game is shameless enough to tell you that the par is 7 minutes 17 seconds. How can the game be so damn shameless? Like, no shame in telling you that's the par. Absolutely no shame.
Own label WC1 Productions. You can pick it up at your local record store, or you can even order it online from our website at www.wc1.org.
Yeah, you gotta be very clean.
Let's face it.
I mean, I almost got it last time though. Like, I was off by a couple seconds, like 5 seconds, maybe 3. Like, I almost got it, but it wasn't enough. Hey, move out of the way. Fucking Mazdas.
You need it because you're weak. Diet Tango does not allow you to eat willy-nilly.
This is a track from Salford Keys, taken from their last album, and this is the
I'm
title
about
track,
4
Live
seconds
Your
sort
Life.
of passing it. I mean, it's very tight. It's just something that requires a lot of try-harding. What I'm saying is that it's kinda... I mean, it makes sense for this chapter because it's supposed to be the last regular chapter. But there are a lot of other chapters where the par is super easy to get. Like, sometimes the par, I can get it on my first attempt, like without even knowing what track I was gonna get. But then you have things like this, where getting the par actually requires you to try hard it. So that's kind of like the weird thing. Like, there is a very big disconnect between how hard some events are and how easy some others are. Again, this one makes sense. It's the last chapter, so I will accept it. But there were times where there was an event that was super hard, and then the very next event was extremely easy. So I'm like, what's the balance here? Because it will make sense if everything was easy, or everything was hard, or everything was gradually harder. But it's not like that. It feels completely random at times. There are some events that that made me quite salty. Like, they use a lot of sodium in my system. Yeah, the balance can definitely get weird. Definitely. Oh, I got the bug trick there. You can, I said it earlier in the stream, but you can bug tricks by getting a trick right before getting to the finish line. You get a trick right as the next race starts. Or next race or next round, whatever it is, right? Remember struggling one race with the Fiat Coupe? Of all things. I remember the one that I struggled the most against, it was a race, a one-on-one to be precise, in London while it was raining against a Peugeot. I don't remember if it was Peugeot 200 seats or 400 seats. It was one of those. I think the saddest part is that it was the 200 seats, which is supposed to be the slowest one of the Peugeots. Well, the thing is that that event costed me so much to beat and so much salt. Doesn't help that it was 5 laps, so it was also long. It was so annoying. Like, at some point I was about to break something in half, but I somehow was able to pull through in the end. So yeah, but it's still messed up. Other than that, there definitely were other events that costed me quite a lot, but not as much as that one. That rainy one-on-one against that fucking Peugeot was so annoying, so salt-inducing. I think that at this point I'll never forget about it. Though at that point I also didn't know about how broken the ABS is in this game. I think that if I knew how broken the ABS is, I would have beaten it in one of my first attempts. But I only found out about the ABS being broken in like one of the last chapters. So I basically beat the majority of the game without exploiting the ABS. But once you know the ABS and what it can do, you don't wanna go back. Driving in the rain without AWD. Yeah, a lot of understeer and oversteer. Particularly oversteer. Yeah, I play with ABS on all the time. But the thing is that, yeah, I also play with ABS on all the time. But I didn't know that if you hold the brake through the entirety of the corner, there is no effect. Like, even if you're using the accelerator and the brake at the same time, it doesn't matter. The brake basically ignores the rain. Like, when you're using the brakes, it's like the rain doesn't exist. That's what I meant with abusing the ABS. Because I didn't know that. I just didn't know that the ABS will be that busted, but it is busted. I'm glad though, because honestly driving in the rain sucks. So the fact that there is a mechanic that pretty much ignores it is beautiful. poetic, I will even say. You didn't know that? Yeah, basically, I mean, you're most likely gonna hit the wall, but you're not gonna lose control of the car. Like, if you keep the accelerator press and press brake, or even if you let go the accelerator, as long as you have the brake press and ABS activated, you are not gonna lose control of your car. In fact, wait, this is heavy rain, let me show you. Well, actually, I don't think this track is very good representative because it's a very short track and also the corners are not that big. But you will see, I mean, pay attention to the lights of the car. Like, basically, you keep the brake until you're going straight. When you're going straight, that's the only time you release the brake. So not what I did there. What I did there is bad. But the point is that, yeah, if you do that, it works. But yeah, I don't think it matters too much in this particular track. This track, well, I guess it does matter. But at the same time, this car is not like it loses control as easily as other cars. Other cars, like for example the Supra is undrivable in rain. The Supra is just so bad in rain, and when you use this trick, it's like a whole different car. It's like you're using this car, pretty much. But yeah, it's not really what I'm doing right now. What I'm doing right now is just driving normally. So yeah, don't take this as advice. As I say, you should always be braking, except for when you're going straight. As long as you're turning, you should never let the brake go in the rain. And if you do that, even the shittiest car is not gonna lose control. Well, shittiest or hardest to drive, because it doesn't really need to be shitty. I mean, after all, the Supra is a beautiful car, but yeah. When it tries to drive in the rain, it's fucked up. It's rear drivetrain. Yeah. Yeah, this one is 4-directional, right? The Skyline. Yeah, I actually beat this one. I mean, this one really compared to the other two isn't really that hard. It's the overtake challenge and yeah. It's the classic easy to drive car. So, there is this overtake challenge and this average time. Well, maybe I could do the championship first. The championship, I can probably do it better. Those are interesting opponents. Four-wheel steering too, but I don't know if it's recreated in the game. I don't know. But yeah, the game, that's the weird thing that the game has. It's like, on one side, it has an attempt at being realistic, but on the other side you have things like the ABS being absolutely broken, so it's kinda weird to see what the game tries to be. Because the first thing that will come to my mind is that this is an arcade racing game. Well, I mean, it is. But it does try to have some realistic mechanics that I feel that they should fall flat. They should fall flat because, you know, they are easy to ignore, you know. It's a weird middle ground for the time, considering many hail Gran Turismo as the slim standard and not a PC simulator. Yeah, at that point, it's not like you really had like a very realistic simulator in the first place, for consoles at least. And I mean, it makes sense. A game that is meant to be played with a gamepad is not a game that will be realistic. The only way a racing game is gonna be realistic is if you use a racing wheel. And a racing wheel with force feedback, because using a racing wheel without force feedback is the same as using a controller. It's just that it's fancier. Like, it kinda helps getting into the game better. But, you know, force feedback is basically the one thing that separates something being arcade from being a simulator. Though obviously that's something that is rather advanced, something like force feedback. I don't even know how many games even supported force feedback back then. Wasn't a thing on consoles until Gran Turismo 3 in 2001. Yeah, that's what I assume. That's what I assume, because this was still, I mean, 2000 is still quite early in video games in general. I mean, sure, it's not as early as the 90s. Well, even the 90s. I mean, it depends on the perspective, but yeah, if we're talking about racing simulators, it definitely was quite early. Yeah. Nowadays, was a thing on PC like in '98 with games like Grand Prix Legends. Yeah, I mean, if I'm not mistaken, I mean, one of the most, yeah, it is pretty hardcore, but one of the most played simulators lately, which is iRacing. I'm pretty sure that iRacing is based on an engine, a gaming engine, that was created in 2003. So, yeah, games, wait. Oh, that was the last lap? Oops. I wasn't paying attention. It was the last lap, I wasn't supposed to crash there. My bad, my bad. Damn it, I thought there was one more lap, but there is 4 laps only, not 5. My bad. Yeah, iRacing, I think that it's based on a gaming, on a game engine from 2003, so it does seem like those kind of things existed back then, yeah, as you say.
こちらは東京 102FM です。
では続いてインフィニティのパッシュ、まずは聞いてみてください。
A racing game from Papyrus, which made NASCAR Racing 2003 Grand Prix Legends. Oh, so it's the same as Grand Prix Legends. Nice. Yeah, I'm surprised that with such an old-ass engine they can still make the game look relatively decent. I mean, obviously iRacing graphic-wise is a little bit behind compared to other racing games, but I mean, it still looks decent enough to not be like, wow, how old this game looks, right? It still looks quite nice, all things considered. It's a 2007 game after all, yeah. Yeah, exactly. I mean, the surprising thing is that it looks good on the first place. That's the weird part. That they can make such an old-ass engine still look very nice. But it is the case. Oh, come on. I can't stop eating these obstacles. Holy shit. I just don't stop. I hope this championship is not gonna be that hard. Hopefully. This one's not so hard once you get enough points by the 4th race. Usually in these championships, obviously what I try to attempt is getting first places early so I can stop worrying about the races afterwards. Problem is that something that I realize is that in this game, in championships and some regular races, there is rubber banding, like lots of it. It's especially noticeable in the last championship. You know how the last championship from the last chapter. Like, you know how in the last chapter every event is a one-on-one against the Nissan Skyline, the car that I'm using right now. And the thing is that those events are so easy to do because there is no rubber banding. Like, basically, as long as you don't overly fuck up the track. Oh, I can't believe that. I can't believe that. What an asshole. But yeah. Cars get propelled on straights, yeah. But yeah, as I said, it's super noticeable in that... it's super noticeable in that last chapter. Like, the one-on-ones are super easy. And then the championship comes and the Skylines murder you. But that's the thing, the Skylines murder you until they overtake you. Once they overtake you, they stop going fast and you overtake them super easily. So I'm like, dude, at least try to make it try to make it subtle. Like, try to make it something not that obvious. But the game doesn't give a shit. The game is like, no, I'm gonna rubber band your ass and I'm gonna make it as obvious as possible just so you get mad. And there's nothing you can do about it. Because yeah, it is that fucked up. I actually don't know, I mean, well, I do know how I did it, but like, I'm really glad that I was able to win the last championship. Because on that last championship, every lap except for the last one is irrelevant. So basically you're wasting time in every lap that is not the last one, just waiting for the last lap to come. And if you fuck up the last lap, it's all the way back from the beginning. Like, if you fuck up the last lap in any of those 3 races, all the way back to the beginning. Just like that. At least the other championships with all the rubber banding and shit give you margin for error, since, you know, you don't need to win every race. But in the last championship, you need to win every race. That's the annoying part. So we're gonna feel the rubber banding very strongly. Yeah, the race is like 10 minutes because they are 9 laps long. With the exception of the last one, that yeah, it is 9 laps long, but the track itself is quite short, so it will be worse. Oh fuck. It is a lot for this game. Well, I will say it's a lot for any game. But especially a lot for a game that rubber bands in every occasion. And where the only lap that matters is the last one. That's the messed up thing. I don't know if I can win this. Yeah, San Francisco is shorter, but London and Tokyo are very, very long. And it's fucked up because, at least to me, London and Tokyo are significantly harder than San Francisco. So having San Francisco, which is the easiest, to be the shortest, kinda feels stupid as well. Like, you know.
And don't forget that we're giving away
At least I got the victory.
albums. All you have to do is
Lots of tight turns, yeah. Lots of tight turns, and also, like, the worst thing, the worst section in this game is that section in London with the park. You know that there is a park that kinda has a straight, except it's not a straight. You go zigzagging the park, and to make things worse, a lot of times to enter the park, you need to do very hard corners. Not to mention that the entrance to the park is super narrow, so you also have to aim for the entrance a lot. Yeah, it's that sort of thing. London is absolutely evil in this game. The St. James Park. I don't remember the name, but it's that park that it's so hard. Like in some of the tracks, the entrance to that park is a chicane. Like, how can you make a chicane out of something that is already so narrow? Like, if you made a track like that in real life, I'm pretty sure that the track designer will go to prison. Yes, holy shit, putting a chicane right before the entrance of a park. It's like you're asking the gods for an accident. You can do it without breaking. Well, I can definitely see that the CPU does it without breaking. I definitely experienced that. That's the street racing, I know. I was commenting it earlier on the stream, but it's so messed up how, you know, tracks like Monaco exist in real life. Like, you know, the one that Formula 1 drives. How is that track legal? How can someone allow that track to exist, especially with a category like Formula 1? You know, like, it's not like we're talking about, you know, old sport cars with low horsepower. We're talking about a fucking Formula 1 car, and they are somehow allowed to run in Monaco. How is that allowed? I don't know how it's allowed. I mean, Monaco should be illegal in general. Like, that track, that urban track, should be banned from every circuit. Every circuit, I mean every competition. Because at that point, you're just asking for accidents. It's like the track is there as an accident pit. It's like, you want to make an accident? Well, just come to Monaco, bro. We have free accidents for everyone.
This is Groove Party with Kelly B.
All right, now next week on Groove Party, we've got a very special K-Vibe
Hello.
exclusive for you. Soul diva Dina
Oh,
Jones
that was
will
a nice freeze on the right
some of
time.
the tracks from her last album,
Tradition
Broken
holding
Moments.
lost back.
I just can't
Lots
wait.
of money
Don't miss
surrounding
it.
the track.
And this is
The track is pretty much the entire rich ass country. Yeah, Monaco is also a very small country and also quite rich for how small it is. That is true. But yeah, it's like so nasty. I mean, I remember when I was a kid, I loved seeing Monaco because, well, obviously the views on that track are amazing, but also because of how unorthodox of a track it was. When getting older, I'm like, wait a second, this track shouldn't exist, right? Like, I'm realizing, more like I'm thinking about the people that race there. And I mean, it really sucks to be one of the drivers that have the disgrace of driving in that shit. In fact, if I'm not mistaken, wasn't there an event not that long ago that I think it was with GTR category? No, GTR, no, what am I saying? GT3, I think. I don't remember what racing category it was, but there basically was a turn where the car that was leading crashed, and literally every other car behind it crashed, and basically the track got suspended. The race got suspended because there were no more drivers left. I mean, the whole track was clogged by that one accident. I really don't remember what racing category it was, but it was so funny. It was also funny to see the flag guys at the background. Like, they were waving the yellow flag, and as soon, like 2 seconds after the yellow flag, they were already waving the red flag. That fast. They were already like, nope, this race can't continue. I mean, obviously, how could it continue if not a single car is driving? Of course it's gonna be red flag. It's the only appropriate flag right there. If it hadn't existed in the past, it wouldn't even exist these days, yeah. Yeah, well, that also applies to things like Wimbledon. The Grand Slam from tennis, Wimbledon. First of all, Wimbledon is played in grass, which is a kind of surface that is quite obsolete, very hard to maintain, and kind of a pain in the ass to play in. And then, if that wasn't enough, they force the players to play with white clothing. Like, if you're not using a white shirt and a white short, you are not entering the tournament. Because it's tradition. Yeah. Wimbledon is another one of those examples. A competition that wouldn't exist if it wasn't that old. Monaco seems to be the same. But yeah. Yeah, tradition. I mean, Wimbledon is probably one of the oldest tennis tournaments. But yeah, it's played on grass field, which again, they are pretty much obsolete. Almost nobody plays on grass. Like, you either play on clay slash brick dust, whatever you want to call it, or a hard surface, usually made of cement, right? Or cement. I don't know how to pronounce that word. Maybe I mispronounced it and I pronounce another word instead. But no, I meant that it's made of hard material. Whatever the pronunciation of that word is. But yeah, those two surfaces are usually the one that people play in. Because they usually are low maintenance. Well, at least compared to grass. I mean, grass will never be low maintenance, obviously. I mean, if you are using actual grass, cement, nice. I mean, how do you think they make their a tire look white. Anyways, how is it going, Yami? Yeah, that's the material. That's the material they use. You're not very familiar with the sport? Well, yeah, basically, in general terms, you have those three type of surfaces. You have grass, clay / brick dust, and well, cement or cement. I don't know, whatever you pronounce that word. Those three. You have those three kind of surfaces. Usually the hard surface is very fast and the ball bounces a lot. Because, well, obviously if you go anywhere that has a hard floor and you make a tennis ball fall in the ground, it's gonna bounce back a lot. If you play in clay, usually the ball bounces a lot less, but it also is like easier to move since you can kind of drift, like you yourself, I mean, with your feet, you can drift in the clay. So it makes mobility better for the player but worse for the ball because the ball bounces a lot slower. But it usually is the standard. For what I know, most tennis courts use clay. And then you have grass. Grass, for what I understand, it's relatively fast, but very low bounce. And not to mention that it's grass. So usually stepping on grass has the problem that if you don't constantly maintain the grass, it's gonna feel like shit to step on the grass. Which happens a lot by the end of the Wimbledon tournament. Like basically when it has been super used for 2 weeks, the court becomes very hard to play in. Because you're pretty much playing with a very worn out floor. So yeah, that's kind of how it works in tennis. So you usually go for clay. The problem is that the clay also requires maintenance. Less than grass, but still requires it to be maintained. So I think the one that are the lowest maintenance are... Yeah, okay, it's cement? Are you just pulling my leg, Yami? That doesn't seem like the right pronunciation. Why would you pronounce it cement? That feels like you're just pulling my leg just so you're laughing in your chair at how this ESL is pronouncing things. From my uneducated guess, it seems that grass is the most iconic type of tennis surface, but also understandably behind the times. Yes, it's very classic because, I mean, as far as I know, tennis, just like many sports, started in England. And England, I'm pretty sure it started with grass fields. So it obviously has a lot of history and tradition behind it, which is obviously the reason why Wimbledon still uses it. But yeah, that being said, it's a huge pain in the ass to maintain. And also, when it's used a lot, it gets worn out and it's shit to play in it. But yes, that's why the rest of the world adopted the other surfaces.
Call into the station right now, and if you're caller 101, you'll be winning a very special birthday bonanza.
But yeah, that also applies to, as you say, it applies to racing as well. A track like Monaco, maybe if it didn't have the history it has, it wouldn't exist. Though there is also a lot of people that say that tracks like Sheda, for example, they are the kind of track that is very bad and that it's only there for money. I don't know, because I don't really know that much about that track, but I think that a lot of people talk shit about Sheda being, you know, just there for the money. It's that track in Saudi Arabia, right? I think. The good old petrodollars, yeah, I know. But I mean, you can have a track built in petrodollars and also not be bad. I mean, I'm not sure, but isn't Yas Marina, for example, a good circuit? You know, the one that is in Dubai? I mean, I'm not saying that it's the best track in the world, but isn't at least Yas Marina a decent circuit and not just a petrodollar track that is only there because of the money? For what I understand, at least it fulfills its purpose. You know, I guess. Kinda. There are also more safety concerns than, say, something involving Spa. Well, Spa-Francorchamps is probably one of the most popular circuits. More like suck. What, cement? That also doesn't seem right. I think you're just a stone, or you just want me to mispronounce that word on purpose. Or both at the same time. They are not mutually exclusive after all. Damn, this one is gonna be super hard to get. How the fuck am I gonna get this shit? Has evolved a lot over the years while remaining the iconic characteristic. Eau Rouge, yeah. Well, that chicane is usually the home of a lot of accidents. That chicane is usually where accidents are born. Let me try using the Supra here to see if this will change anything. I don't think it will change shit, but might as well give it a try. But yeah, I think that overall, Spa-Francorchamps might be the most popular circuit in the world, right? I mean, what other one comes close? I don't think they are. Well, I mean, yeah, sure, you haven't. Yeah, I was out to say Nürburgring and Le Mans, yeah. Those two are also quite famous. But I mean, more as in famous. Well, no, I guess it makes sense. Yeah, Nürburgring is definitely more famous. Well, more infamous, I will say. More than famous. Yeah, Nürburgring. That Nordschleife variant is fucked up. Because, you know, it also has a Grand Prix variant that is like a regular circuit. That Nordschleife variant, that 6-minute track, well, 6 minutes in a fast car. Could be 8 minutes depending on the car. Yeah, Nürburgring is one of those. The full loop, which is literally 2 tracks. Yeah, the 24 hours, which is GP plus Nordschleife. That is also... Yeah. I mean, they call it the green hell for a reason. you know? There is a reason why it's called Green Hell. A very good one at that. Yeah. And also something interesting is Le Mans, which is the other circuit that is also quite long. That something that some people don't really know that much, but that circuit, for what I know, is called Circuit de las Arts, or whatever you pronounce that in French. Like, Le Mans is more the name of the competition rather than the circuit. It's a bunch of roads put together, glued together with some good old duct tape. Surprised that I'm actually quite close to doing this with the Supra. That was such a big fuck up. If I haven't fucked that up, I would have gotten it 100%. God damn it. I can still... no, it's too late. That's such a shame. But I can actually do it with the Supra. I can actually do it with the Supra. The Supra seems faster just because of the acceleration. I think Supra's acceleration is better than the Skyline. Le Mans is the permanent Bugatti circuit plus the temporary straight, which is a public road. I see. So it's also two tracks stick together. Well, a track and a road. Yeah, the Supra seems to be perfect for this. Just that I need to almost make no mistakes. Well, here you can see the ABS at work. You know that I was telling you earlier that the ABS was broken, but I couldn't really show you because I was using the Skyline, which is a car that doesn't really lose control. Well, the Supra is a car that loses control super easily. It oversteers like a motherfucker. So you can see what I'm doing with the brakes here. I'm basically holding the brakes even when I know that I'm gonna hit the wall. And by doing that, this car doesn't lose control. So that's how broken ABS is in this game. It basically makes an otherwise very hard to drive car a car that seems super manageable. A semi-permanent circuit, as the straight's a public road, yeah. Yeah, it's rear drivetrain, and rear drivetrain is usually tied with a lot of oversteering. And yes, this is the perfect example of a car with a lot of oversteering. The only problem is that if you drive like I'm doing right now, which is basically kissing every wall as if it was a bride, the penalties that you're gonna get are gonna outnumber the trick points, which means you are most likely gonna end up with a negative number. Thankfully, the kudos are not a problem anymore, so I can basically get as many negative points as I want. I could get minus 1,000 and it doesn't matter. So, yeah. But if you do care about points, like if you're in a position where you need to care about points, you probably shouldn't try this strategy. Because this strategy also relies on crashing a lot, you know. Because, I mean, a lot of these corners are faster to do by crashing the car against the wall. A lot of these corners. It kind of reminds me of, fuck, that might not be enough again. I don't know though. Hopefully it is. I think I'm closer this time, but it will still go down to the wire. Ah, yeah, barely not enough. Fuck. Yeah, you can compensate with other races. God damn it. Well, something that I can do instead of tryharding this shit is tryharding this other shit, which should also be easier with the Supra. Hopefully. But yeah. As I say, if you have ABS and you hold the brakes, you can bounce against the wall super fast, and you will turn faster than if you made the turn properly. Which is pretty fucked up, but it's the way it is.
This is newcomer Shanice
Should
Williams.
try that. Yeah, it's very worth it.
Number 23.
I mean, that's how I was able to win all of the final chapters, really, before I unlocked the skyline. I don't know if that's faster than the skyline, though. Didn't seem that faster. We will see. Yeah. The ABS is just magic. It's a magic system. And that's what we were discussing in chat the other day, right? ABS is assisted brake system, which is a system that helps you by preventing your wheels to block, right? That's pretty easy to understand, but the thing is, it shouldn't help you go through wet surfaces, because that's something that should be related to the tire. I know that it's pretty similar, but the wheel and the tire are two different things. So the ABS basically ignoring all kind of friction that you will have with wet surfaces is basically, well, it's pretty funny to say the least. But yeah, it's basically what makes the ABS being so broken. It just makes the car have magic grip. The grip is absolutely magical, like in a fairy tale. That's fucked up. It prevents blocking, but here it goes a step further. It doesn't just prevent blocking, it also gives your wheels godly grip, to the point where your downforce is so high. Like, you have a shit ton of downforce because of it. I mean, it kind of feels as if I was using a Formula 1 car, to be honest. The downforce you get with ABS, especially with cars like this, it's just overly ridiculous. Well, that was also a very ridiculous corner. God damn it, I need to stop fucking up like that. Thankfully, I'm not that far from that ghost, and that ghost is 1 minute and 7 seconds, so... For the average, this is probably 1 minute and 8 seconds. That's still very good. But that was very bad. That's fine. Yeah, first 2 laps were good. This one might be 1 minute and 8 seconds, probably. Oh, that was bad. It's okay. Even if this is 1 minute and 10 seconds, it should be fine. Yeah, that was okay, that was bad. That was bad, but it's okay. Shouldn't be that big of a deal. Just that there are so many fucked up corners here, you know. Yeah, this is bad. Let's not choke now, if it's possible.
Sister, this is MC Momo, and let's get it on tonight.
Oof, that was close. Nice. At least I'm catching up to the ghost. So as long as I don't fuck up the last corner like last time, I should be fine. Alright, yeah, see, this is fine. Problem is this last corner. I need to brake a lot sooner. Like around here. Well, whatever, I'm going long. I'm going long because it's either going long or hitting the obstacle. But yeah, that was fine too. Let's get it on tonight. And this song is so good. Beautiful song. It can still be done. Just that 6 laps for this kind of event is very, very evil. It's very evil. A pretty fun song. Because, you know, it's very rare to hear a hip-hop song that doesn't use any bad word, any slur, really. And the thing is that this is still the kind of song that is about flexing, which is very... I mean, it's usually the favorite topic for people that do hip-hop, just flexing what they are, what they have, right? But this guy is flexing all that shit without using a single bad word. Supposed to be a Will Smith parody. Yeah, it kind of reminds me of the Prince of Bel-Air. Like, at least the word usage kind of reminds you of the of the Prince of Bel-Air. That was a pretty funny opening. 80s raps was pretty goofy on purpose. Yeah, I think it was more in the 90s where gangsta rap got more popular, right? I'm not sure where Tupac is. Tupac is the 90s, right? Or is he before that? Like, I think Tupac got popular in the 90s and people like Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg are around that time, right? Kinda. Well, Snoop Dogg is a little bit younger than those two. But yeah. Compare Run DMC to say Tupac. Yeah, the 90s. Yeah, basically at that time, seems like gangsta rap was catching up on popularity, and I think that in the 2000s it just explodes. Not to mention when Eminem started being a thing. That's like when gangsta rap got extremely popular. Because yeah, what Eminem did wasn't precisely gangsta rap, but it made it popular by extension. Because a lot of people that never before listened to rap in their lives started listening to rap because of Eminem. Well, the fact that he's produced by Dr. Dre and he made multiple collaborations with other rappers that were quite gangsta, Snoop Dogg included, but also people like Nate Dogg, Exhibit, right? 80s was Run DMC. NWA Grandmaster Flash. Eminem has the crossover appeal. You have songs like Till I Collapse, Bitch Please. Well, Bitch Please too, because the first Bitch Please doesn't have Eminem. But yeah. I Need a Doctor. Right? Lots and lots of songs where he should he actually raps with rappers that will be considered gangster rappers. Lots of people saying they don't dig hip hop except Eminem. Yeah, well, Eminem himself said in a song, well, in the famous song Rap God, that what he does is pretty much a mixture between hip hop and pop. And by pop, I guess he means, you know, like the usual kind of music that you will hear in the early 2000s in the radio, you know. So he's pretty much a fusion of that, hip hop and that early 2000s pop. And that obviously has a very big appeal. Not to mention, I mean, he's pretty much one of the only white rappers to get extremely famous. Because if you count most of the other super famous other famous rappers, most of them are black rappers. And that might, you might be like, well, what does that have to do with anything? I mean, there are a lot of people that, you know, they get represented when they see that, you know, a celebrity has similarities with them. So I think that there were in the USA a lot of white people that didn't really kick with hip hop because, you know, well, not to mention that the USA is also pretty racist, but that's a different story. But the point is that it wasn't until Eminem that you get a white rapper that is super popular, like as popular as a popular singer from another genre that isn't hip hop, right? But yeah, he has done a lot of shit to make hip hop what it is today. Well, I guess hip hop today kinda went down in popularity in favor for more Latin American rhythm like reggaeton, you know, that usually gets adopted by USA labels, music labels, and they they adapt it into what they do, but at the end of the day it's still reggaeton with some shit sprinkled in it. But yeah, before that I will say that it was all about hip hop. Now we're in the era of reggaeton. I wonder what the next era is gonna be. For, I mean, popular music. A similar thing happened with Elvis and rock and roll. Well, yeah, Elvis is one of those that completely changed the paradigm. Kinda like the Beatles too, right? The Beatles also kinda completely changed the paradigm. Congrats to beating the chapter, thanks. It was all thanks to the Supra though, so if there's anyone that you should be congratulating, is that Toyota Supra. What I'm doing today is seeing what special events I skip. This one, for example. What do I need? Wait, there is no restriction and I still didn't get it? What is this about? Alright, that's weird that I didn't get. Well, I'm assuming I didn't get it because my car sucks balls at this point. Oh, I should also change my car. I mean, I'm pretty sure I can do this with my Skyline. Come Come on, let me change car. Skyline, come here. Come here. Okay, I can do 150 probably. I mean, I can do more than this, just that this is a very short track. Yeah, it should be pretty easy. But yeah. In any case, yes. Music is something that is constantly changing. Constantly. Oh, wait a second, this is average. I thought this was reaching that speed. Oh fuck, that's what I get for not reading. Well, if that's the case, then 150 is quite unrealistic. You know, I don't think I can do 150, no way. Oh fuck. I didn't read. This is average, it's not top. Fuck. Okay, that's fine. Let's do 130 then. Just in case I'm gonna play the Shoker Lab. Shoker card, not Shoker Lab, damn it. We are not playing Rally Cross, come on, there is no Shoker Lab here, bro. Well, I didn't play the Shoker. It's okay, we don't need that. Don't worry about it. We're gonna do this without Shoker and without any bullshit. Pure drifting.
To the annual Blues Festival with a special report on all the coolest new talent and some old favorites too.
I'm a little bit distracted.
So keep on listening.
But it's okay.
And this is Faye Douglas now with a recent hit.
I will say that this is more than enough to get the objective. I mean, if this is not enough, I don't know what will be enough. Well, yeah, I know what will. A Shoker card. Damn, I might not get it actually. Like the 130 I might not get. Maybe I shouldn't be breaking that much. Oh, I think I should be fine. Uh-oh. Oh, that was a very bad bounce. Oh, that was horrible. Yeah, that's it. RIP. Wait, or maybe I still got it. Alright, I'll take it. I actually got it. Okay, but is it gonna be enough? Because I also got some penalties in there. Wow, that's not a lot of skill. But that is enough. Yeah, that is enough. What do I unlock? Oh, the Peugeot 300 seats. That's pretty nice. A shame that that car got obsolete by the chapter number 8, but... Well, that's a championship with special. Yeah, but I don't think I want to do a whole fucking championship, you know. Especially since it doesn't even have car restriction. Nah, I'm not interested. Let's do... Wait, there is no special here, really? Alright. Sure. Yeah, that'll work out. Special there, I already have it. Okay, no special here. What else? Okay, there is a special here, but it's a championship. It's a pain in the ass. But I can't remember it. Chapter 6. Oh, one here in a one-on-one. Wait, really? Also without restriction? Well, I guess I could do it against the MRS. I'm gonna give you 3 seconds. Let's see if you can hold on. Well, if you can hold on, good shit, but... Let's see. Can you hold on, Mr. Toyota GTS? I don't think you can hold on. I mean, rubber banding is not gonna save you in events like this, so... Well, actually, I could give this guy probably 10 seconds and I will still win. Yeah, I can give this guy way more than 3 seconds. Well, can you stop getting penalties though, cause... You know that there is a point objective to get, and you wouldn't be getting it if if you get those many penalties. Right, well, at least I overtook this guy, so at least I can stop worrying about him. And I can worry about getting tricks done. Like that. I shouldn't be doing these events. I should be doing the events that particularly require a skyline. Ones that require a skyline, because I want to see the hidden cars. Like, this thing is probably gonna unlock a car that I don't give a shit about. Seems easy with the skyline, yeah, for sure. Yeah, as I say, I'm pretty sure I can give this guy 10 seconds of advantage and still win. But yeah, it makes sense. I mean, this car that I'm racing against is a car that I used to drive with. Like, basically the cars that I use in order were the Miata, well, the MX-5, Mazda MX-5, the Renault Megane, the Alfa Romeo Spider, well, this car, the Toyota GTS, the Renault Spider, the Toyota Supra, and here the Nissan Skyline. Those were the cars that I used. Oh, that's still... Is that enough? Oh, it is. What do I unlock? A Mercedes-Benz. Well, thank you. I'm gonna proceed to shove it up my ass. So hopefully I can start speaking Sherman after that. Anyways, that's a special there. And there's a special here. What is this about? Okay, it requires the GTR, but it requires London to be in that time frame. Is the only way to change the time to reset the game? So I don't really feel like resetting the game if I can avoid it. Oh, here it requires the coupe. Well, fuck you. I use pretty much every Toyota plus the MX-5 and the Skyline. It seems like the Toyotas are pretty good. But yeah, do I need to reset the game in order to do that? So if I can avoid resetting the game, that will be great. I know that I think there is a cheat that allows you to change time, but... Wait, I didn't get this one. But it's okay, I want to get the specials that require the GTR. Yeah, there is an unlockable cheat, I'm aware of that, but I mean normally. Seems that probably I need to reset. Well, I'm gonna keep looking for special events. If I see that there is another one gate behind time, I'm gonna do it. Damn, a Mustang! Really? A Mustang. What about this? The GTR and Tokyo, okay. Damn it. Alright, let's go in order. So, first things first. Let's do this in order. So the one that I need first is this one, right? Or no, it wasn't this one. Damn it, where was it? I don't remember what chapter it was. I think it was chapter 10. This one. No, damn it, which one was it? Either way, yeah, I don't think I can wait. Damn, I completely forgot where it was. Fuck my memory, dude. Was it chapter 8? No, it wasn't this one. Or no, what? I think it was this one. No. Fuck. I hate not knowing. Was it this one? Okay, it was this one. London 20, so that means I guess 4 hours before right now. Alright, 4 hours. Well, I can just look on the clock. Okay, so I need to reset this. So let me get out of full screen. File reset. I'm assuming that it already saved. I mean, I want to believe it's saved. Well, it auto saves all the time. Yeah, 4 hours before. I know. Alright. It's insane that you require a cheat to be able to do something that you should be able to do naturally. It doesn't make any sense. But it's okay. Okay, so it has to be this one. Damn, in Hawaii? Wait, no. No, I almost fucked up. No, it has to be this. For example, this one. In Bucharest. That or being patient. Hey, but I only stream at this hour, so it will be a little bit impossible to wait. There is also GMT. Yeah, that counts too, but I think this should be enough as well. There is also a cheat that I unlocked that I have no idea what it does, but I want to try. Apparently there is grass that you can turn on. I have no idea why grass is cheating. Oh, London is GMT. Oh, that's fine. Yeah, but this still should be enough to do this. I want to believe it is enough. Was this one, right? Or was it the race? No, it was this one. Yeah, there we go. It's average. Well, I could use the choker. Damn it, why did I? No, stay here and use the choker. Yeah. Continue and play choker. I'm not even gonna bother changing the average time there. It turns the sidewalks green. Oh, like you were playing in an actual circuit instead of the street. Okay. Oh, what the hell? Not just the sidewalks, the whole shit is green. Alright. I see how it is. That's pretty funny. I must admit that's pretty funny. It almost feels like there is a texture missing. You know, the classic texture missing error. There is no texture missing. This is the texture. Do you know how I was complaining about the park? So the game brought the park to the entire track. Don't know how to feel about that. Yeah, the entire surface. So yeah, now it's like I'm actually driving in the park constantly. Quite interesting. Quite an interesting thing to do. Oh fuck. It's even harder to know when I'm supposed to. Some of the cheats are trippy as fuck. Yeah, I can't believe that being the case. Also, apparently there, like, if you can unlock like the last special reward from like the last championship where you race against the 3 skylines, according to a guide, it say open all cheat. But I don't know if by open all cheat it means that it unlocks all the cheats, or it says that there is a cheat called open all. I don't know. Because I don't know if the guy was an ESL or if he say that on purpose because the cheat is just called open all. Because I think that it will be a little bit weird that you could unlock every cheat. Don't know what it means. Yeah, I also don't know. Unfortunately, I failed it. I will be able to know, because I did beat the championship, but I somehow didn't get 100 points. Like, I got so many penalties that I didn't even get 100 points, so unfortunately I have no idea. Maybe all open tops in the convertible cars. Oh! Alright, yeah, that makes sense. Well, at least I don't feel that bad for not getting it. Because that seems like a very shit cheat. But it's okay. So yeah, with the Shoker car, that's... So what's the reward from this? Isn't this the one that rewards you with the London cab? That's not a London cab. What the fuck is that? Is that a land mower? What the fuck? What am I looking at? What is this shit? Oh, that I don't have a single open slot, so I can't even check the other cars. That's fucked up. Whatever. It's fast and it drives like shit. Nice. That's good to know. I got the land mower. Alright. At least that's one less to worry about. You can test drive it, but how? I mean, go to your... Oh, okay, test drive. And this shit. Damn. What the fuck am I looking at? Windows. What windows? It's a fucking lawn mower. There is no windows. Fucking stoner ass game. What windows? And the color is called Garden Red. Alright, that was pretty funny, I must admit. I don't have every track. Wait, no, don't do the short one. Do the medium one. I don't have every track because there are a couple of events in the last chapter that I couldn't get the required time, and I don't really want to bother doing it because it's very easy to do it, but I don't want to bother. So what is this shit?
The coolest cuts, the fattest sounds, the hippest grooves. This is K-Vibe 105.9 FM.
Damn, it does drive like shit. Like, it oversteers by itself, pretty much. Oh, wow. That's quite the oversteer, though. So how much does it reach? 250? Man. What happens if I use the handbrake, though? I wonder. Well, actually wasn't as terrible as I thought. Almost like a bad card? Kinda, yeah. Really wonder what the developers were smoking there. No, I think that's not a good question. I think the question is what weren't they smoking? Seems like even easier to answer. Okay, this special is not important. Let's see this one instead. No, no special there. I know there is a special here. This was the Tokyo one, wasn't it? Damn, that's a very tight restriction. So you want it to be 0 hours in Tokyo. But wait, what time is it today? Today, I mean right now. Wait, is that nighttime? I actually don't know. Oh wait, it requires a Mustang. It doesn't matter. No, never mind. It requires a Mustang that I don't have. So no, let's forget about it. Okay, this one I actually can do it, but I also need to set the time. And this is 12 a.m. Okay. Alright. 12:16. In chapter 12. Coincidentally. Alright, give me a second. So let's reset this shit again. 12 should be... Well, I will have to check it. I mean, it should be my own time, like Argentina Standard Time, but maybe a little earlier. I think that's the time it needs to be. Because here... Wait. It will need to be this, actually. That in Tokyo is 1 p.m. So this is a proper time here. Okay, so let's do this one. This should be enough. Remember, chapter 12, last race is the one that I need to do. Let's see. So, street racing. Yeah, welcome. Alright. So this should be enough, right? Yes, it is. Alright. I could play Shoker just in case. I mean, I really doubt that I won't get it, but just in case. Oh, and it's a super short track as well. Well, no, actually... That's better that way. Since it's a super short track, I might not have enough time for tricks. So using the Shoker is not a bad idea. Yeah, damn, this is actually super short. Holy shit. I wonder if these cars are gonna even attempt to rubber band. Are you gonna attempt to rubber band? Because you will be very shameless to rubber band your shitty ass cars against a skyline. Like, you have to be really shameless. But it seems that they are not doing it. Alright. Well, it also might do with the fact that there are a lot of corners. Usually the rubber banding is noticeable on straights, not on corners. So I guess not. That should be way more than enough to get the objective. I wonder what I'm gonna unlock with this. What sort of stoner ass car I'm gonna unlock. Oh, I also got no penalties? Damn. Were a lot more than I thought. Damn. Is that the British cab? Why does it say body though? Alright, sure. Let's just get some Tatsi, why not? I could test it, but I want to see what the next one is before that. There is one there. Oh, that's not the London cab? That's just a regular Tatsi? It's a Checker Marathon. That's the name of the car? It's interesting that there is a car called Marathon. An old Cali Tatsi. Oh shit. So it's actually American. Interesting. Is this? Oh, the Reds. Yeah, I don't have the Reds either. This championship, what is it? Well, I do have the MRS, but then that's a very tight frame. But it's still not what I'm looking for. It is nice. Okay, there is that one-on-one. Yeah, okay, that one-on-one. Let's see. What is this? So I need San Francisco to be... Oh, fuck you. Come on. Are you gonna be like that? Or is that 8 a.m.? No, that's 8 p.m., right? Yeah, that's 8 p.m. Man, what a sack of shit. For 1 minute you don't allow me to participate here. Yeah, I know. 16, okay, just remember it's chapter 16. Well, reset we go. It's PM. Okay, that's fine. I think I can actually use my time zone there. Like with my time zone right now in Cali, it should be between 16 and 8 p.m. So my Mike Tyson. No, not Mike Tyson. I meant my time zone, which is slightly different. Yeah, this time zone actually works, which is the one I have. This is my real time zone. As you can see, it says Buenos Aires. It's pretty sad because most of the cities in that map are usually highlighted. Like even in some lines where the line doesn't line up with a city, there usually is some sort of color for that specific city where it applies. But they didn't even bother to do that for Buenos Aires. They probably don't even know where the fuck Buenos Aires is in the map. I wouldn't be surprised. So it was chapter 16. This one. Chapter 16. That one. Perfect. What is this, by the way? I'm gonna give you... No, 3 seconds might be a little bit too much for a short track like this. I'm gonna give you 2. Wait, oh, and also let me play Shoker. Let's do it. But yeah. I wonder what other stoner ass car we're gonna unlock. Because at this rate, anything could happen.
This week on the Roadhouse, we got a great competition for you to win hundreds of dollars every day by identifying 3 well-known tunes from their
And this is actually pretty short. I'm glad that I didn't give him more seconds of advantage, because I might not be able... Okay, never mind, I exaggerated. I can probably get it even with 5 seconds of advantage here. It wasn't necessary to be that safe. I just got a little bit scared because the Mitsubishi FTO is not a slow car. I mean, well, compared to this car in this game, it's also not, you know, it is quite slow. In real life, they are a lot closer. That's what I'm saying. These streams, like the skyline is so glorified in this game, when the skyline in reality is not the best of the best, you know. Like, I'm pretty sure the Mitsubishi GTO and FTO are better cars. And I'm saying this as a Skyline fanboy, but I'm pretty sure that most of the Mitsubishis in this game will mop the floor with the Skyline in real life. Especially the Lancer Evo. Oh, there is the cab. This game is more focused, more relatively affordable modern cars. Yeah, I know. Just that I think that, well, a lot of these cars are also very popular choices. No supercars and barely any classic car. Well, yeah, there are no supercars, but I mean, yeah, they are actually sports car. That will be the definition. Supercars will be a little bit too much. Okay, Tokyo on 4 a.m. So that should be a couple of hours before this. So basically, I'm pretty sure GMT will work for this. Well, a little bit earlier than GMT. 4-8, I have to remember that. And what about this one? This is another one. San Francisco from 3-4. Well, I can do both at the same time. Damn, that's a pain in the ass. Reset after reset. Alright, let's first do the Tokyo one. So Tokyo is 4, wait, let me check again. 4 to 8 a.m. Okay, that's fine. 4 to 8 a.m. Just remember that. And chapter 17. Gotcha. Let's try that. That says 70s skyline. Nice. We are keeping the skyline line alive. Damn, that almost sounded like a tongue twister. Alright, 4 to 8 a.m. on Tokyo. So that should be this one. It also said, what did it say about San Francisco? I don't think I can get both though. No, I cannot get both. But I can get this. No, San Francisco has to be, I think, another time frame. I mean, well, maybe this one works, I don't know. Just in case it works, I'm gonna check. I don't even remember what it asked for. Let's see. Chapter was 17, right? I think. Yeah, it was this one. So this is the San Francisco one. Wait, no, don't go there. So I think it was almost there, right? Because right there, or is that 2 p.m. in San Francisco? No, I think that's 2 p.m. in San Francisco. Never mind. But this one in Tokyo should work, and it does. Alright. So this is average. I don't know about that. I mean, I could lower the seconds, but I don't know how that's gonna play here. Let's do something like this. Oh, it's in Shibuya and 6 laps. That might be annoying. Hopefully I get it. I probably shouldn't have decreased the time, really. I might have gotten ahead of myself there. Nice hit. I need to avoid getting penalties here. Every point is gonna count. Hey, I probably fucked up by making the average lower. I don't know if I can get 38. Even with the skyline. But let's find out. Yeah, no, 38 seems too much. Should have left it as it was. Yeah, no, I can't get 38. Yeah, no. No, let's leave the time at the default. Again, it's not even worth it. The skill points are not that big of a deal, so don't even bother with them. Don't even bother. Let's do average, yes, but with the highest time possible. That way, by wait, no, play the choker. By having the highest time possible, what you also get is the ability to do more drift. Yeah, exactly. You choose drift for the kudos. That's what I was saying. Like, in this game, it's not worth it at all in the later events to lower the minimum requirement for anything. It's just a way better idea to get style points with drifts. Honestly, that's something that I very heavily dislike in this game. Like, I feel like the kudos system is so bad. Like, I feel like the game will be so much better without a kudos system. It will be so much better, to me at least. Just that one thing that I feel that it doesn't add anything, and quite the contrary, it takes away from the game. And as I also was saying earlier, the fact that you lose kudos when you're supposedly getting rid of a car is even more stupid. They surely refined it in Project Gotham. Yeah, I saw that Project Gotham also uses it. The only problem is that I won't be able to emulate that game. For what I know, Project Gotham in like the best Xbox simulator doesn't really work that well. None of them. So that's quite a shame, because that was my original plan. Like, my original plan was playing, well, this game and then the Project Gotham games. But that doesn't seem like it's gonna be possible until Xbox Simulator gets better. I mean, Xbox Simulation in general gets better. Project Gotham 4 is the one that emulates the best. Yeah, but that's my problem. I don't like jumping like that. Like, when I play a series of games, I usually like to play them in order. Like, for example, Gran Turismo I played on stream, 1 and 2, and then eventually I'm planning on playing 3 and 4. And maybe if I can somehow capture my PS3, I could play 5 and 6 as well. But I like going in order. I don't like skipping a game, unless the game is pretty much impossible to, you know, like, it's just straight up impossible, no hope of emulating, or the game is shit. Any of those two reasons is enough for me to skip a game, but for what I know, Project Gotham games are neither shit nor impossible to emulate. Like, I'm sure eventually the state of Xbox simulation is gonna be better, but until then, no erase music, but the rest runs good. Yeah, but that's the thing. I don't know if I want to emulate something that you can play, like it's playable, but you, like, the textures are missing or the music doesn't work. Like, because I'm the kind of person that thinks that music is the second most important thing in a video game. The first one obviously being the gameplay, clearly. But to me, music is also very essential. If there isn't music, it would be like it wouldn't feel good to play, even if it's the best game in the world. You know, no music seems very, disheartening. The best option is I use 360. I don't know if I will want to buy a used 360. See, I know that it's a very good way to play these games without needing to emulate. But think about it this way. Wait, what did I unlock, first of all? Okay. Alright. Alright. So are all these shits public transportation? Is that these cheat cars that you unlock? Public transportation. That was pretty good. Alright, so this is 3 a.m. in San Francisco. Okay, that one is gonna be hard to do, but I'll try. It's also chapter 17, so let me... Well, let's go to main menu. It's local buses and taxis, I see. Wait, was it 3 a.m.? Yeah, right? It was 3 a.m. Yeah, 3 a.m. to 4 a.m. I think it was. Alright. I can do that. 3 a.m. to 4 a.m. Problem is knowing which one it is. Like which one is a.m. and which one is p.m. here. Let's see. So, for what I understand, this is p.m. which will mean that 3 a.m. will be... Damn, the opposite. Will be... Wait. This. GMT. You think so? Yeah, I think this is the only time that it will be 3 a.m. in San Francisco. But yeah, anyways, I was about to say, the problem with buying an Xbox is, think about it this way. It's pretty nice that you can play the Xbox games, but what if the previous owner was a dead or alive player? You know that fighting game, Dead or Alive? Like, I'm sorry, but I don't want to deal with a sticky console, if you catch my drift. You know? Who knows what sort of fluids even got close to that console? So that's my problem with buying used things. You never know what to expect from that. You know? You know it? Yeah. And you know exactly what I mean. Wait, I shouldn't get to... No, let's just leave it 2.5. Just leave it 2.5 and play the Shogun. That's the used market for you. I know, but that's the thing, dude. You never want to buy something used from a dead or alive player. That doesn't seem like a good idea. No matter what it is, it just doesn't seem worth it.
Sheena, she's at work at the moment, but she'd like us to play the next track for all the guys in the office and her boyfriend Todd. You got it.
Yeah, got it. Oh, this is San Francisco. I didn't realize. I thought it was supposed to be London. This is how San Francisco looks at night in this game. It's just that the buildings are sometimes so similar to London that it almost looks like London. But no, it's actually San Francisco. Nice. It's supposed to be 3 a.m. by the way. So... it's in the very middle of the morning. In the very middle of the morning. Wait a second, I'm not getting close to this guy, I'm just realizing. Like, I'm actually not close at all. Well, I mean, I'm getting closer, yes. But is it gonna be enough? I mean, it should be enough. I want to believe. Okay, he's there. Yeah, we got this. It's okay. Yeah, don't worry about it. I will have to actually fuck up a corner to not get this. There you go. Yeah, that should be enough. Yeah, it is enough, thankfully. Hey, I could have gotten it in 2 minutes, but it's those sort of things that it's just not worth to risk it. And this is gonna be a shit ton of points. Like, the amount of drifts that I'm doing. Like, this definitely didn't even need the choker card at all. Like, the choker card here was absolutely unnecessary. No need to do it at all. But yeah, got them. I got negative last time. Really? Well, I'm assuming it's because it was raining and I still didn't know about the ABS being broken, probably. Damn, from negative to 2000, holy shit. Oh, a new cheat mode? I wonder which one it is. Okay, what other special shit there are? Yeah, that challenge, this thing. Tokyo at 24. Damn, I got minus there as well. I want to see if there is another, because I also don't want to do absolutely every single one, you know. Like, I said it earlier, but I think doing some of them is fine, you know. Doing just some of them should be fine. But that might be one of the last ones. Let's see. Oh, there is another one here. Oh, what a pain in the ass. Yeah, I don't know. I think I might be leaving it here. Mostly because... yeah, it will take too long otherwise, basically. It will take way too long. Well, there are only 2, that's also true, but the fact that I need to reset the console, it's so annoying. But yeah, okay, it's only those 2. I mean, I could do it, but... Alright, let's see. It was chapter 19. Or was it a different one? No, it wasn't 19. Was it 18? Yes, it was 18. So you want Tokyo at 6 AM? No, 0 AM. 24 hours. Okay. I guess I can do that. Let me reset it yet again. Yeah, if there are 2 more, that's okay. Oh wait, let me check the trick. What was the trick? Well, the cheat that I unlocked. Skip card challenge? What does that mean? Skip card challenge? Wait, does that mean that I don't need to... that I don't need to pay attention to what car I'm using? Well, I wouldn't know because I actually have the GTR equipped, so... I'm not sure, but anyways, no, I don't care. Let me just do this quick, because I don't want this to take longer than it should. Let me just do this real quick. Reset again. That's for unlocking cars without doing the race, or rather getting... Oh, I see. I gotcha. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Alright. That's okay. You need to unlock them first. Yeah. Okay. So Tokyo right now will be 11 a.m., which means that Tokyo at that time will be like this in Singapore. Yeah, it will be this one to get that event. Alright. Come on, Sega, I know that this game was presented by you. Thanks for telling me. But I don't think I need to know. I already know. Alright. Let's do it. What chapter was it? 18? No, 19. No, it was 18. It was 18, it was this challenge. What is the challenge about? Wait, first of all, does this pass? This has to pass. It does pass, okay. An overtake challenge of 4 fucking minutes with downpour. Oh, what a pain in the fucking ass. Okay. And I got negative points for this, by the way. Well, I know that the Skyline is way easier to drive, but goddammit.
ミキちゃんのショーもぜひ聞いてください。っていうのは、彼女、今日は東京で一番ホットなダンスアクト、ドミネーターにインタビューすることになってるんです。これはもう見逃せませんよ。では次は先週よりちょっと下がっちゃいましたが、まだ7位に健在のレベレーションでソールドアウトをどうぞ。
Oops. That wasn't supposed to happen. I probably should reset at that point. Well, I used the choker, so... Well, I mean, not like chokers are a problem now, but... So this is how Tokyo looks at night. Very confusing. Actually, I will say that Tokyo, if I actually played it at night for most of the game, it will be an absolute pain in the ass. Because Tokyo corners are super tricky, and not being able to fully seeing them, yeah, that doesn't seem like a good combination. Like, I think part of the reason why I dislike London in this game so much is because of that. I might get negative points again, you know. I might actually get negative points again. Wait, what am I doing? Oh wait, but there is a trick. Wait, let me check something. There was a trick that was... There was a button combination. Did I get it right? Yeah. That's a trick. You press all face buttons at the same time and the game doesn't save that you lost or that you abandon a challenge. That's pretty funny if you ask me. That's pretty cool. So here it looks like nothing happened. I'm pretty sure not even the choker card was used. That's a pretty neat trick. Yeah, that worked out. You can actually do that very easily. Press A plus B plus X plus Y and it works. It's a very cool trick. I learned it today while looking at GameFAQs. It was pretty cool. It's basically like when you play a Konami game and you press Start plus Select. Start plus Select is the combination to go back to main menu in most Konami games. Well, in this game it seems like the combination is all face buttons at the same time, which is pretty cool. I mean, that's obviously a cheat, because I mean, every time you get into an event, you are supposed to either win points by completing it or losing points if you abandon or fail. And most importantly, also losing the choker card if you used it. So that's why that's pretty much a cheat. Obviously at this point on the game I don't give a shit because I already beaten it completely. But you know, yeah, if I was actually trying to beat the game normally, I mean, well, if I tried to beat the game normally, I wouldn't be looking up guides, obviously. But yeah, the point is that I wouldn't use it. But since now we have everything, there is no reason not to use it. Remember when I used to play Dance Dance Revolution on PlayStation, which is a Konami game. You press start plus select and you go back to the main menu immediately. Immediately. It's pretty cool. Especially since you don't have to deal with menus, you just go back. No bullshit to get in the way. Okay, so I got to 5 cars in the 2-minute mark, which means that I should be halfway through, but... Yeah, there is the Konami code as well, that I never remember correctly, by the way. I always mess it up at some point. Like it's up, up, down, down, left, right, A, B, start, right? Or did I get it wrong somewhere? I always get it wrong. And the worst part is that I have seen it multiple times and it's still not enough. Yeah, it's a cultural icon, of course. I think it is like that, right? Up, up, down, down, left, right, A, B, start. No, or B, A, start. I actually don't know which came first, if the B or the A. That or A, B, yeah. It's just one of those codes that unless you're a die-hard Konami fan, it's very hard to remember in the spot. And you know, I personally was never really that much of a die-hard Konami fan. I mean, after all, Konami, like one of the titles that is mostly known of is Contra. I was never really a Contra fan. And the other one being Castlevania. I am a very big Castlevania fan, but I never really played the modern ones. It's BA Start, oh, so I was right. Yeah. Oh wait, I'm gonna lose. Oops. My bad. Oh wait. Oh, you actually can go back in the middle of the... That's fucked up. You actually can go back in the middle of the... of something, like you need to be in pause menu to do that. You can't be in the middle of the regular menu, right? That's messed up. Well, I'm actually running out of chokers now. Not like I care, but you know. Metal Gear, Silent Hill. Yeah, Metal Gear and Silent Hill 2, but I'm also not a fan of those games. Like Metal Gear is a very story-heavy game. I never really care for story-heavy games. And Silent Hill is a horror game, which also are very story-heavy games, on top of the horror factor, so... Was never really a fan of those, you know. Like, I usually lose interest very easily when there is a game that is, well, you know, that is very story-based. And Metal Gear is pretty much the definition of a story-based game. I mean, to the point that I think that Metal Gear is the one that inspired a lot of games, like, for example, you know, things like the Telltale games, right? That are pretty much just stories with no gameplay at all. Just, well, maybe some quick time event, yeah, but that's about it. Games like Until Dawn, no, it was called something else, but there was a game where there were a bunch of young guys that, like, basically it depended on your decision making and on some quick time events to keep them alive. They might fuck it up again. I can't do this. Alright, I'm gonna do one more try, and if this one more try doesn't work, I'm just gonna stop here, because otherwise it's too much. Wait, did I not do that properly? Wait, what? Oh, it's okay. It's A, B, X, Y, and start. I forgot about start. It's not that you have to be in pause menu, you need to press start. My bad. I don't think the Supra is gonna be that good of an idea there, though. I don't know. Doesn't feel like the best idea. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna play the... Wait a second. Does this? Oh yeah, never mind. I mean, I was close enough with this thing. Just that... not quite there, but I was close. Yeah, I think it's called Until Dawn. That is a game that it's all about decision making, quick time event shit and all of that. You know. It's a game that, you know, basically that has no gameplay. Unless you count those quick time events. But yeah, I think that there are a lot of those games that, you know, take the movie approach that Metal Gear has. And I don't like those games. Yeah. Metal Gear in itself at least has gameplay, obviously. Just that a lot of people, when they realized that they could put more story than gameplay into a game, they started doing that until there are some games that pretty much have no gameplay at all, just a story. And that's fine, I mean, there is a public for that, it's just that I'm definitely not part of that public. That's not the kind of crash you want to get into here, god damn it. But yeah. I mean, at one point in time, I'm assuming that I will need to play the Metal Gear Solid games. I mean, it's just too iconic to not play them, you know. It's just way too iconic, but I don't know. The long-ass cutscenes, the stealth sections, you know, it's a lot of shit that just doesn't speak to me, you know. Yeah, as you say, it was one of the first games to have full-fledged cutscenes that were high quality and everything, with voice acting and shit. I mean, cutscenes existed before, in fact. Well, another Konami game, well, no, it wasn't. No, it was Koei Tecmo actually, right? Ninja Gaiden. the one, yeah, I think Ninja Gaiden is from Koei Tecmo. So I don't know if it was called Koei Tecmo back then. But yeah, Ninja Gaiden, the first one on the NES, that game actually had cutscenes. Just that obviously were cutscenes with 2D animation and the usual text at the bottom of the screen that signify the dialogues and shit. But yeah. You had those kind of cutscenes, but I mean, yeah. It was a very primitive type of cutscene. I will say that it did its job, for sure. Play Peace Waker and B, and they were pretty fun. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I will have fun too. It's just that, well, as I also mentioned before, you know, the fact that I like to go in order with the games, especially for a saga that is so based on story like Metal Gear. So that's my issue. Oh, by the way, that's the objective right there. Got it. Damn, why is there such a big difference? Holy shit. That was so different from last time for whatever reason. I really don't know why. But last time I failed, even though I barely fail, I fail. And here I have so many seconds to spare. Sadly, I don't think I can overtake anyone else. Yeah, I think that it's gonna be 10 and nothing more. Well, nothing more, nothing less. It's an early attempt, almost like a kind of slideshow. Yeah, like a PowerPoint presentation. I know. Is this even gonna be enough to get the point objective? Like, penalties in this event are super weighted against you for some weird reason. But it is gonna, yeah, it's more than enough. Metal Gear has like 9-11 canon games. Yeah, I know, it has a lot of games. Yeah, I know, it's a huge task to complete it. Damn, one of those classic London buses. Pretty funny. Unbelievable. Alright. I mean, I will clear the last one, but I don't really want to. I mean, especially... Wait, I can actually do it without changing time. Okay, never mind, let's do it. I can actually do it without changing time. Alright, my bad, let's do it then. This is the last special one, by the way. Yeah, double-decker bus. Pretty cool looking. Don't know if it will be very optimal to use in a race, but hey, maybe.
Every day, by identifying 3 well-known tunes from their introductions. That's coming up right after the news.
Right after the news. Maybe at some point, maybe I will play the Metal Gear games. But it most likely won't happen. It's basically just the antithesis of what I look for in a game. It's the exact opposite. But I mean, there is a limited amount of games to play, so maybe at some point I will run out of games to play and Metal Gear will be one of those remaining. So it's very unlikely. Because even if I play completely different games in this stream, I don't think I'm gonna run out of games. It's pretty fast. What, you mean the average in this lap? Yeah, for some reason the average is very high by the objective. for some weird ass reason. Oh, damn, that was a good corner. Oops. That's okay, the average should be still fine. And the final point should also be fine because of all of the drifts that I'm getting. This is gonna give you enough kudos. Hey, can you stop hitting that one wall? I mean, it doesn't really matter, but I would appreciate if you would stop doing that. Got him. Alright. And I think that this is the last reward that I can get with the GTR. And even if it wasn't, it will be, because I don't really feel like playing more special events, really. And that was more points than before, somehow. That's gonna be 1,600. Okay, so let me see. Yeah, the choke or whatever, but... Damn, another bus. This is a Japanese bus. And it says Basu in the plate. That's pretty funny. Alright, before I end the game, let me try one of those buses, because they look so stupid that I need to try them. There is still one more unlockable car, but it's probably another bus. Yeah, let's use the Japanese bus, why not? Aomidori. Aomidori means like green-blue. I mean, Ao is blue and Midori is green. Yeah, sure, why not? And obviously in Tokyo, because otherwise it wouldn't make much sense. Yeah, let's do it here, whatever. I just want to see how bad it drives. Well, not to mention how it turns. I mean, this shit is gigantic. I don't even know if it fits in a corner. It's also empty. I mean, that's probably for the best. I can't see shit, by the way. Wait, actually... Damn. Like, these cars are supposed to be chokes, but they don't drive like chokes. Like, look at how fast it is. Not to mention, look at how well it turns. Sadly, the fact that I can't see shit kinda make it hard to do anything. Kinda. Well, there you have it. Yes. Seems that every single secret car is super fast for whatever reason. Well, I guess that's because they are hard to unlock. But anyways, that's gonna be it for me for today. And, well, for this game, I'm completely done with it. It's been 10 long streams. 10 streams that I'm playing this fucking game, dude. So, it's finally over. It's finally done. So I can move on to different games now. Buses and taxis are fast for no reason. Yeah, I will assume that they are fast just for how hard they are to unlock, since you need to beat the whole game, unlock the skyline, and then do the events with specific times and shit. But yeah. It's a long game, but thankfully it's done. It took 10 streams with 3 hours and a half average of every stream. So it definitely was, well, it was almost 30 hours, probably more than 30 hours. But yeah, it's done. We are done with the game. So, with that, thanks everyone a lot for watching, and I'll be seeing you on the next stream. Yes, without this game, with some other game. So, have a good one everyone, and take care.